Alright, here we go. I'm just gonna try and get this bed comfortable enough for this little test trip we're gonna do, and then we're gonna hit the road and get on down to Charleston. Your first night in the camper van. It's gonna be cold and raining too. Optimal conditions. Alright, we're about halfway there. I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit, grab something for lunch. Yeah, I'm gonna check the fluids real quick, make sure everything's good to go. Everything looks good. There's no weird smells or anything. Levels are all good. And I haven't really had any issues with it while driving, so I guess it's doing fine. Alright, I'm gonna make up some lunch real quick. Yep, this is what modern adventure looks like. It kind of cracks me up, you know. I'm just sitting here, boarded up the windows so that no one's really going to be looking in here. And meanwhile, I'm right here on the battery in Charleston. That's like the ocean over there. There's a sailboat. Like, I don't know. As soon as I boarded it up in here and I was like closed off from everybody else, it like hit me. I was like, oh my gosh, we're doing the van thing. It's official. Look, we're shooting a YouTube video in here and some couple is walking right there probably. We just can't see them, they're on the other side. I love it. Alrighty, so this is the battery at Charleston, in the bay. It's really pretty here. That's way over there is Fort Sumter, over there is Fort Moultrie. A bunch of battles and stuff happened here, so there's lots of fun history down here in the Charleston area. We'll look around and get a couple pictures of some of the houses and such. This is cool. There's literally a mariachi band over there and like a wedding party taking pictures. It's really festive here in Charleston today. And the houses here, they're just incredibly beautiful. Alright, so that's as the historic district and the battery and such down here in Charleston. There's obviously a lot more to see, but I'm gonna head on and go find a place to set up camp and such. This place is pretty sketchy. Well, here we are in the Walmart parking lot. It's very exciting. It is a little sketchy, but then I looked around and I don't think it was. A lot of people were just shuffling out of the store, so it looked like it was kind of sketchy, but it's pretty well lit and there's some cameras everywhere. I'm going to stay up for a little bit. I'm probably not going to sleep all tonight at all, but I'm going to stay up for a bit and just keep an eye on what's going on out there, make sure that there's some cars left from people on like third shift and such, because I don't want to be like the only car in this parking lot. But it's not a bad spot. I read some reviews on those areas from like other RV campers, and it doesn't get great reviews because it's next to an airport, so every now and then an airplane will fly over and it's a little noisy. But other than that, I think it should be fine. I'm pretty tired anyway, so I'm kind of past the point of caring, but you know, we'll see how it goes. First night in the camper. And one thing I can already tell we're gonna have an issue with is this particular reflectant on the side windows that are already about to fall down. The others are doing fine, but those I'm gonna have to come up with some better way to keep them up. I'm just gonna tape them to make sure they don't fall tonight, but that'll be something that'll have to be thought about. Well, did it. Slept in the parking lot. Got my ski mask and my gaiter. A little pro tip when you're trying to sleep in really cold weather, like when you're camping, is you wear a mask. So it's like nothing but your nose is showing like this. And it helps you keep warm. So that's what I had to do last night. It got into the 40s and there was like 25-mile-per-hour wind chills and stuff. And you have to keep the windows cracked, otherwise, because you exhale like a ton of water vapor at night. So it was pretty cold in here, but I got a good bag, so it's fine. Anyways, it was successful. I slept pretty well, all things considered. You know, I know I mentioned the wind chills. I really had to tape the heck out of this reflectance to keep it up during the night. Not so much on that side, the wind was just hitting on this side of the van, but you have to come up with a better way to keep it secured on. Maybe just like a ton of magnets, I don't know. But anyways. Alright, so this is the classic on the road breakfast. You can have either applesauce or these little tangerine things. And then of course, you gotta have a Cliff Bar, but in this case we're having crunchy pecan or pecan, however you say it. Alright, so now I'm gonna head out, go visit a friend on the way back home, and we should be good to go on the van test. Well, here we are, the rest area. I'm gonna stop for a second, grab something for lunch, and then we'll be back at it. I don't know if I want to eat tuna, or if I want to eat this chicken gumbo. I'll eat the gumbo. This chicken and sausage gumbo by Campbell's, not sponsored by the way. It's really good. It's kind of spicy. It's, you know, so when you're freezing to death in a tent and you eat that, it makes you feel like you're not freezing to death, even though you still are. So that was my first experience with this particular soup, and ever since then I've been getting it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having that counter space. It's gonna make this a lot easier. Well, in other news, I was actually really comfortable sleeping in the bed. I think I was a little tired last night, so that's part of why. But like, I slept better here than I do like when I'm at home, which is weird. It's not really that thick at all. Like what I have a sleeping pad, a little foam sleeping pad. It's really thin, like a 1/4 inch. And then I have a little cot mattress that's maybe 1.5 inches. And then I just have like a rolled out sleeping bag on top of that. Like, this is super comfortable. I could sleep on this the whole time. I'm on this trip coming up. So that made me feel better, because I was kind of worried about, you know, what thickness of a mattress I should, like a foam mattress that I should buy. But it seems like I'll be okay with like I feel like I could go with a 3-inch mattress after sleeping on this. I'll do a 4, but I mean, I had looked at a 5, and like some people have used a 6-inch before, and I just didn't know what would be best. But so I guess we'll go with a 4. Okay, so fast forward in time, we're no longer in Charleston. I came to another place here in South Carolina called Florence to see a friend of mine who lives in this area now. So I have stayed an extra night, this time in a house, not in the van. So I grabbed some lunch, and now we're gonna explore this here swamp, and then I'm gonna go home, and that'll be the end of this trip. Maybe we'll see an alligator here or something. I don't know. I should probably go look at the map. 1 second. This is the dumbest map I've ever seen. I have no clue what any of this means. So whatever. We're just gonna walk on this thing and see what happens. Hey, little dude. Oh. I don't know if you can see them on the camera. There are bugs zipping around everywhere over here. I keep inhaling them. Putting a mask on. I'm about to put a mask on because of bugs. 1 second. This little walkway they have here is really nice though. I do like. By the way, this mask was a good choice. I don't think I could recommend that enough now, going to swamps. Okay. It's actually really cool. Yeah, this is really pretty actually. So I wonder if this is a river and just kind of gets swampy in this area. All right, time to look. Okay, I googled it. Yes, this is a river. So that's kind of cool. I couldn't find the name. I gave up pretty fast. It's a river. We know that. If only these people had a map, wouldn't that be great? I guess there's no bugs over here. Let's go this way. Alright, so anyways, that's the swamp. I got one cool picture where I did like multiple photos that I'll put together in like a panoramic mosaic type thing. Might be kind of cool. I don't know. I'm gonna start the trek back home. This has been a good test trip. Everything seems to be going well. No issues really with the van. I'm gonna start driving home now, and I'll check back in once I get there. Alright, well, I forgot to do the outro video, so I'm gonna do that now. I actually just finished editing everything else in the video except for this, so this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching, if you made it this far. I noticed that I didn't actually tell the story of kind of what happened over the weekend very well. I've done lots of video work, but I guess not a whole bunch of vlog type video work, so next time I go out, I think I'll be able to video and tell the story a little bit better than I did for this one. This one was a little bit all over the place and kind of difficult to follow, but you get the idea. Overall, like I mentioned, I was really happy with the van. Hopefully it'll make it across the country without any issues as well. I guess we'll see. Right now, I believe I'm going to be leaving on April 12th. So I've got about 3 weeks left to finish everything up. Thanks again for everyone who's been offering some advice and help down in the comments. It really has made my life a whole lot easier, kind of learning from other people's experience. So again, thank you for watching, and I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. I'll see y'all sometime later this week, I'm sure.